Well, good, beautiful Monday morning to you, and a happy Christmas Eve to you and y'all. Lord of mercy, it's Dan. I want to welcome y'all to my home in the sticks. Hope everybody's having a sure enough good Monday. I'm sure a bunch of people are on vacation now. I want to say that if you're a new subscriber to the channel, I sure enough want to welcome you. And if you're a returning subscriber, thank you for coming back to see what's going on over here at my home in the sticks. Well, what I wanted to do today and share with y'all today is something that I made a video about, a year and a half ago. So give me a second, we finna get off in this shop and that's what we finna do. All right, you and y'all, we are in my shop once again. What I wanted to share with y'all today is a video that I did about a year and a half ago, and it was entitled, Can You Vacuum Seal Leftover Soup? What I'll do is, if you're interested in looking at that video, I'll put up an iCard somewhere around here, and y'all can check that out and give it a look. But I'm here to tell you, the video had a lot of views, but I had a lot of comments, regular comments, concerning the audio. Yeah, the audio was horrible. Back then I was learning, and I'm still learning how to do videos. It's just a learning thing, always learning. But the audio in the video just wasn't all that good. So I wanted to revisit that video and show you and y'all how I preserve my leftover soup. And I do a lot of, I'm a real big fan of food preservation, because for one, food isn't cheap, and number two, if you could preserve it and store it in the deep freeze for, X amount of years, why not? So I'm gonna point y'all down and I'm gonna show you what we're working with, and then we'll go from there. Okie dokie. Here is my rutabaga soup that I had made yesterday. And what I'll do also is, if you were interested in how I made my rutabaga soup, I also put an iCard up right here and y'all can peep that out. How can I preserve this rutabaga soup for use so I can eat it later on in the year, or just whenever I want rutabaga soup? I use a Food Saver vacuum sealer. Real big fan of Food Saver. I've been having this guy for several years now, and this is a model FM5200 vacuum sealer. What I do is, or what I'm gonna do is, I have just an old plain Jane measuring cup. I'm gonna take my baggie that I have my leftover rutabaga soup, and I'm just gonna set it down inside of this measuring cup. I'm gonna open it up, and it gives it a good, I guess it's a good way to hold this bag open while you put the rest of your soup in there. It makes a good, little house for the Ziploc bag. I'm gonna take my rutabaga soup, and I like to use just the old canning funnel. I'm gonna shove it in there. I'm gonna pour that rutabaga soup right off in there. These things come in handy. They're not only good for canning, it's a good funnel. So now I can take my bag, the top of it, I can seal it up, and I can suck as much air as I can out of this bag. What I'm left with is a Ziploc bag of soup, leftover rutabaga soup. What I do now, or what I do next, is I'm gonna take this bag, I'm gonna stick it in the deep freeze, and I'm gonna let this soup set and get semi-frozen, maybe even just frozen. Once I put it in there and it's frozen, I'm gonna take it out, and then I'll turn this camera back on and I'll show you just the last step. Too easy. All right, y'all, it's been several hours. I pulled out my rutabaga soup from the deep freeze, and I'm gonna show you just the final step on how I preserve my leftover soup. What I normally do, I use the Food Saver. This is a 1 quart vacuum seal bag. What I do is I just peel out my soup, and this is kind of like wasting Ziploc bags, but that's okay. I've been doing it this way for a while, and it works out really good for me. Well, out of that Ziploc, and I'm gonna slide this guy into this vacuum seal bag. I'll slide him on in that vacuum seal bag, and it's gonna look like that. What I do is I normally get a paper towel. I just clean off the sealing surface or the top portion of seal bag, vacuum seal bag, because it's important, because if you have any type of fluid or liquid on this portion of the bag, it will not seal. I'm gonna fire up this food saver and we're gonna get our vacuum seal on. And there you have it. So it's just that easy, y'all. I had some leftover soup. I wanna preserve it by putting it in the deep freezer, and I can do it this way by vacuum sealing my leftover soup, or just vacuum sealing anything, any leftovers that you have. Air is gonna be the enemy of everything. But this thing is vacuum sealed, and I guarantee you it will stay in the deep freeze till next year if I want it to be. Just as long as I don't rupture or tear this vacuum seal bag, it'll stay good for a while. So I wanted to retouch on this video because I had a lot of people that enjoyed watching the video. They just couldn't hear me because of the audio was so bad in the first video several, I don't know, year and a half or so ago. So I wanted to revisit it, and hopefully y'all can see me and y'all can hear me a lot better this time. So can you vacuum seal soup, leftover soup? Yes, you can. So y'all, again, I hope everybody is having a wonderful Monday, Christmas Eve, and I'd like to take the time right now to wish you and y'all a very Merry Christmas tomorrow, and I hope y'all have a safe Christmas. If you like this video, go on and give it a thumbs up, they help. If you haven't subscribed to the Home and Six channel, Lord of mercy, y'all need to come on over and give me a look, because I'm always like doing stuff, really. With that being said, you know it's coming. Dan Referee, sure enough, always gonna say it. Don't let nobody dull your shine, and I mean nobody. You get your shine on, especially on Christmas tomorrow. And we will see you and y'all in the next video.